Hi. I just looked at myself and thought, woo, I must have worked hard today. Awesome. Welcome. I'm just lighting up some smudge while we wait. So I hope that you're ready for some love magic. I mean, I can't even see myself, but I look pretty red. My cheeks are pretty red. I don't know why. Welcome. We're going to wait a few minutes to get started. I'm going to move my seat. There we go. I'm sitting on a church pew. Thank you. Nice. I'm going to put the chat up. We have a storm coming in. So if anyone cuts off, this will be posted as soon as I can. Post it. The tea kettle's going to go off. I know it. Love magic. What an awesome group we have here. I see some singles. I see some unsingles. I see some married ones, engaged ones. To the love energy. Okay. Okay, let me see. Smudge is going good. I'm going to move it out of my way. I'll make sure that doesn't boil too loud. We're going to get started here pretty quick. Let me turn on my chat. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I think we're pretty much ready to get started. Wow, that went quiet. Okay, let me turn this off and get ready. So welcome to the Love Magic Workshop. I wanted to share this with everyone because it is something that I find that is really important for us to, or for me, and it works for a lot of people, is to use this time through this month to purify ourselves. And it's really important to let yourself go through a purification of the heart and activate the love that you want. And February is known as the month of purification. So this is also the month where traditionally we would use the energy of this month to invoke and call in the love that we want. And that love is not just relationship. It can be the love of life. It can be, whatever it is. So I want to go through a little bit of magic and teach you a little bit, and then we're going to do an invocation. So I hope you brought with you a drink, a little food item, and an unlit candle. Virgins are really important for love magic. And in magic, an unlit candle is a virgin. It's not, you know, someone that didn't pop their cherry. So if you ever hear, bring a virgin to the ritual, it means an unlit candle. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of groups that implemented the virgin thing, but it's usually fantasy. And certain rituals probably require it, but let's get started on love magic. I don't even know where to begin. So the one thing that I do want to begin is I want you to understand that when we are able to invoke the power of love, it can affect us in all of our life. And, you know, a lot of people are skeptical about love magic. I am not. I swear to God that it is my love spells that is the reason why I'm with Brett. You know, we're probably bound together now for life's eternity because of that magic, but I'm okay with it. Seems to be good. I practiced love magic before I met my husband. And so I believe in it. And I'll give you a quick little story before I get started. But I was working in a restaurant, Montana's. I was like 19 years old, waitressing, and across the street was the casino. So I used to always run across the street and spend my tips and do some gambling. But this weekend they had a psychic show. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go to the psychic show. So my girlfriend and I, we decided we're going to go after work. So we went to the psychic show, walked around. And I've been to lots of psychics at this point. I did readings at this point for myself, but whenever they come to town, you got to go. So I walk in, I go to the psychic. His name was Moon Dancer. Blonde, long hair. Anyway, we picked him. So my girlfriend gets her reading, and then I get my reading, and he's all nice, and he's telling me, you know, the reason why you're a badass is this lifetimes because you were a nun in the other. And just all of a sudden he starts going into this relationship and gets serious, and he says, I see you with someone from BC with blonde hair, and I see that you're going to be moving to BC. And I was like, no, that's not going to happen. I don't go for blondes. I like the tanned, dark, right? That was my taste. So I'm like, impossible. So then I thought, okay, well, I'm going to trick this guy. And I'm like, okay, well, when am I going to get a car? And so he pulls his cards and he's like, I don't see you getting a car. There's something you got to learn about that. So then I was like, full shit. There's no way I'm going to meet some dude from Vancouver and go to Vancouver and move with him. And I don't even have a car. Like, come on, ridiculous. Not even 3 months later, I'm at the bar with my friends. We get in, straight ahead from me, I see Brett. But I don't see his face. I just see his ponytail and his jacket. And I looked at my friends and I said, that's him. I'm going to go get him. And I did. And he was from Vancouver. We met. Nothing really happened. But we met again 3 years later. And that's when something happened. And I ended up 3 years later meeting him. He came through my town from BC. And within 3 months, I moved to Vancouver. And I did not have a vehicle. And, you know, I do have a vehicle issue. If you guys know me, you've been to my house and you see that I have 4 vehicles parked outside, but I ain't driving. So I have a vehicle thing. And I really do believe that when I was doing my love magic, because before I saw Moon Dancer, and Moon Dancer became a friend of mine, but when I did my love magic, it was before I saw that person. and I wasn't really looking. I just wanted to send it out to the universe. That's it. And it worked. And we're meant to love many different people. Like, I believe we have more than one soulmate. I believe that there's twin flames. I believe in a lot of different things about love. And I've seen that with people. And I don't believe there's a right or wrong or this a current of love. I believe love is individual. And that's the essence, the magic of love. And there is a universal law that we are connected to 24 hours a day. And that is the universal law of love. And it is that we are meant to be part of the universe, that our love is meant to unfold into all of the things that are good and wonderful. And in magic, there is a universal law of love. The goddess says the law of is about the law of love. So I want to get into that before we do an invocation a little bit more. So when we understand love magic, I want you to look at love magic and spells like it's a doorway, okay? And when we are tapping into love magic, whether it's because we want to feel more love or we aren't feeling it, we want a relationship, we want, a kinky sex party. I mean, who cares what it is? You can have whatever you want, whatever feels good, right? It doesn't matter. There's nothing wrong with what turns us on in sexuality, and people have to really connect with what they enjoy. But as far as love, we're connected to the universal law of love. And within that universal law of love, there are 7 powers of love. All wisdom lies within the doorway of love and willingness. That's the key to unlocking all magic. And our love flows through all of our chakras. Okay. And when you take a look at that, that alone is huge, because our chakras all have a different attitude towards love, right? Our root chakra has to connect to our love in a way where we feel loyalty and security, right? So you think about what the chakras do for us. Well, we need to understand that those chakras work for us, body, mind, and spirit, and emotions. So we can attune ourselves to love through the power of our chakras. But first, before even going through that, understanding that the stage of love is one of the highest energetic frequencies that we can even reach for. Hello, just that alone is why finding a soulmate and that perfect partner is difficult for some life, right? Because it's the highest energetic frequency. Okay. And if we're working from a past love issue, which we all have to go through, that's the unlocking of the root chakra and the love of security and trust. So when we understand that love is a frequency, we can use it to manifest everything we want. So the first thing that's really important is coherence. Okay, it's really all that is, right? When we are connecting to a relationship, the love and the things that we desire are connected to our divine self. So whatever your divine self is plugged into, that has to do with emotions and relationships and how you view love, that's going to be your divine union. And love is actually our natural way of being. So the more relaxed we come, the more we can operate from the power of love. And when we're in a state of love, whether it's eating something we love or we're with someone we love, we vibrate a signal that puts us into harmony. And that signal of harmony, that vibration, actually is a blueprint. It's a blueprint-like pattern. And that blueprint pattern that love frequency has is actually in the core of all creation. And that is one reason why when we practice magic, we desire what we want, because that creates a universal blueprint. And we are beings of vibration. So the frequency of love that we carry creates our harmonic wavelengths. And that represents our essence and our presence of life. I mean, we all know how cold someone that isn't, heart-like can be. We felt the coldness, right? That's a pattern. What about the loving ones, right? So when we understand that what we're working with, love magic is science. We are working with frequency and vibration. Love is a natural state. And we have to be taught the opposite. And we have been, usually unexpectedly. I know in my life, it was always unexpected, like, thanks. But when we look outside of ourselves for love, we've already lost it. We are taught to attune our intention to outside influences, and that disempowers our divine God connection. We hold a masculine energy within us. So just focusing on our connection to the self or to the fire or to the fire element, we are connecting to our passion and our purpose. So if you do love spells, make sure you're facing south when you're lighting your candle. Okay. And it's important for us to take a look at how we would feel if we're secure. What does a man or a love, I'm just talking man because husband, right? But what does it feel like to love your wealth? What does it feel like to love your partner? What do you want to feel? You have to know what you want to feel. And when we fear loss of love or not having it, we begin a journey towards suffering. And that is the opposition and the opposite of how creation works. So we have to open our heart. And when it comes to magic, February, and we can open our heart anytime we want. But February is traditionally the month where we would purify our heart. And that's one of the reasons why, Valentine's Day and all of these cultures of love and women being able to put themselves out into the world was because they were creating a loving attitude to create a loving outcome. So it's important for you to release our suffering. And the more we release it, the less that it will attack us. And the things that we love, the people we love, whether they're family, whether they're siblings, whether they're past relationships, people that passed away, anything that we feel in our heart this moment and have since we were a child is part of the creation of being able to open your heart up until now. So love is actually the ultimate soul food for us. And it's what actually brings us energy that can create the impossible. It's magical. You have to love something. If you can't love a person, love something, love art. Get a picture you love and stare at it. Like Terry Stokes, go for a walk, do something you love. And we do need to connect to something that we enjoy and love every day. And without it, if we ignore the things that we love and have passion for, and the love that we want, and the relationship that we want, or whatever it is, our love magic, we become lost or uninspired. And so the first sign when you feel uninspired, the first sign is, what is it that I need to feel? Because it has to do with soul and love. And we need to love ourselves. The way, not just the way we love ourselves, but the way we view ourselves and feel about ourselves also attracts the person that is going to represent the love coming into your life, or the energy of your partner bringing into your home. So tonight I want you to actually let yourself acknowledge that the gift of love that is within yourself and the gift of love that you're meant to receive is universal. It's not something that is difficult to find. You're already connected to it. So it's important for it to take a little step further. Love is incorruptible. Okay? And when that's a tough statement, because we've all experienced relationship corruptness, whether it's family or someone that, an ex. But it actually is. It's innocent and it's sacred. And love stands open. It is empty of desire, but it is also desire. It's innocent and it carries no judgment. So love is actually the ultimate liberator of all fear when it comes to anyone that we think of, feel of, or are attached to. And when we can just go into a place of being you, just being kind, just trying to have a good day, your heart will naturally come alive. But it doesn't make distinctions. Love doesn't make distinctions. It doesn't take note on your mind and heart. It takes note on your awareness, the love that you are connected to and what is present in your life. So it's important for us to develop a tolerance and also a deep understanding for the people that are around you, but also the love that you want to feel and that you want to give. So when we purify ourselves through the month of February, we actually go on to a new path where we become and will know a new true essence of love. Every year we learn about love, and love is equal. So are you ready to share love with yourself and the people around you? I bet all of you are. I can just feel it, like, cut the bullshit and attune me to love. The next thing is being intelligent. Love is connected to divine thought. So when you are thinking of someone that you want to attract into your life for a relationship, or how you want to feel in your current relationship, or how you want to feel, and healed from, it rises an energy, a spirit. It's omnipresent because it's a pattern field that is connected to the entire world. And so when we can meet someone with the same pattern and frequency, a union is formed. Like I have a love union for people that I've been teaching or reading that I've never met face to face. And it's like they're family to me. right? It's similar. And it's, spiritual. We have a spiritual family. Love is the same way. And it's like, you'll go out and it's like, why do I always meet the same kind of men? Because you're protecting yourself from it. You're not trusting the universe that you're meant to be at the right time, the right place, when you're feeling right. So love is a calling. Love is the innermost calling, and it's our truth. And it can be felt in our heart. And so it's spiritual. It's truth. The other thing is now that you know that love is a spiritual truth, know that it's also a destroyer of illusions of love. So as soon as you're walking down the wrong love path, it's a destroyer. I know people who have, gotten a vehicle and said, I'm going to, borrow my mom's car and go see my ex. And they go see their ex, and what happens? Cars on the highway, and that's what happens. The currency of love automatically wants to destroy any false illusions. It's timeless and it can't be divided. So there is no half love, right? So know that love is actually an awakener into light. It's a quantum presence. And it's actually a living key to all states of being. It doesn't matter if it's conscious, subconscious, superconscious, divine, human. It exists in all the realms. And that's what I love about it, because love is actually an essence of all of creation. So when I love my money, I love my body. And, I am a constant healing state of my body. I'm not perfectly healthy, but I know I'm improving every day. I do better than yesterday. It adds up. And the thing is when you understand that love is an essence behind all of creation, and therefore is connected to the holy and the divine and the underworld and this world, it's because our hearts create an electromagnetic wave, and that is our auric body. Every layer is an electromagnetic field, different frequency, but in each one of those, there is a connection to our heart. The other thing is love transcends all dimensions and transforms all realities, because love is a power, it's a willpower. And so we want to be ready, and we want to adjust ourselves to allow the power of love to completely transform our life. Love is meant to be splendor. It's meant to be like exciting or comfortable, or love heals our wounds. Love is healing. Every day, your partner might heal you and you don't even know it. But as you're sleeping, his love for you is healing your wounds. Maybe he doesn't even know it. And so we don't want to seek for another. We don't want to desire for another. We want what's going to bring us our wholeness. You know what the wholeness is going to feel like. So love is actually an invitation. It gathers up fragmented parts of our being and slowly emerges them into a whole being that comes to you. Like, have you seen that Practical Magic where they manifested the guy with the blue eye and the green eye and the guy that rides on the cowboy? I mean, there's so much truth to that. So love is actually beyond belief or need. You got to look at love like it's a value. It's your wholeheartedly playful value of life. And there really isn't anything but love. Some people believe that their whole life is all about love. And when love is present, light descends. It's the energy of magic. So you do want to listen to your heart. You want to ask your heart, what is it that will open the gateway? What is my heart gateway today? Because it could be different. Maybe it's healing. Maybe it's, romance. The other thing you have to know is that love is always blooming. You don't just all of a sudden have your love. Love is an energy that constantly blooms. It's a power of nature. But it is ultimate because the universal law of love is our ultimate treasure in every way, not just emotionally, but also with our wisdom, with our wealth. It's our invitation to life. It's the promise of awareness, of the gift of wisdom for the things that we want. So love is unending. So those are the things that I find are important to tap into, the power of love. And to understand, you can actually do a love spell. You can ask for anything you want. You're going to receive what you're meant to. So many people are scared to ask for the ultimate thing. I mean, it's good that you think your magic might get you that ultimate thing, but it's never happened to me. I always get what the universe wants to give me, and it's always better than I thought, really. You're going to manifest what your heart is. Okay? So you have to trust everything that you love and want to go for. Okay? And there's things that you can do. So I want to do a love ritual right now with you. Okay? And just before you go, I got to share this. I always like to share, but this is a love sigil. So I wanted to, this is one of the ladies in our circle, Patty, and she does sigils. And you can do love sigils. So I just want to kind of show this to you because I'm going to explain one of the spells in a minute. Okay. And that is when I talk about sigil, a symbol that you can custom create. I know some of you, a lot of you are artists. Okay. So we are now going to do our invocation. So grab your candle. So whenever I do love spells for other people or healing spells for their heart or to open it up, or I like to use pink, red, or white. I'm using pink right now for mine. Let me make sure I have a lighter. Whoops. Okay, hold your candle in your left hand. So this is good to do anytime you want. So I will be posting this for you. But love spells actually do work. And this one is going to attune us. It's going to cleanse us and attune us to the sacred flow of love in all ways of our life right now, okay? So hold your candle in your left hand. And I always make sure my right hand is just kind of open. And listen to me or repeat after me. Lord and Lady, from the ecstasy of your love, let those I love me in return. Let love enter my heart and into my home. I am light. I am love. Sacred water flow through me. Just breathe 3 times. To draw love ever near. As endless rivers run to sea, his love's path is clear and comes to me. I pray for peace. I pray for love. I pray for stability and love. I overcome fear and the past. Lessons are learned. I send the energy of love to all people on earth. I believe in it, I accept it, and I receive it. This is my will, so mote it be. Okay, we're going to light the candle. And if you're just joining in, we are just lighting up a candle. Hold the candle for a minute and light it up with us. And this is going to replay. So if you've missed anything or get kicked out, I will post it for you. You always want to light your candle and watch the flame. Give it the respect to show you the magic. You want to take note on the color of it. Like mine is super orange. Okay, take note. And as you're looking at the candle, say after me. My Lady Venus, my heart's at ease. My broken heart is healed. Rid my anger. Keep me safe. And when I lie awake at night or toss and turn with anxiety, pardon me, soothe me, inspire me, help me dream, keep me lucky, but above all, pardon me, let all my love be true to me, Goddess Venus. I bless thee, and we pray our offering pleases you and brings your love to me. So mote it be. Okay. Grab your drink. Yours won't relight. You have to hold it then. At the word ease. So hold your candle for a minute and then relight it. So that means that there is past difficulties that need to be released. I mean, that's why that happened. And this is why you're lighting it for that. So it's working. Okay, so before we have our drinks, I want you to hold your drink. And I want you to think about someone that you love while you're holding it in your hand. Something you love, someone you love. I love chocolate. I love money. I love security. I love people. I love good spirits. I love positivity. I love the power of healing. I believe in the power of love. And I call the laws of love to me. May the universal law bless me and align me to the universe. As I send love out, may love come to me. So be it. Take a sip. It's always good to give a little bit of your sip to the earth. And you know, it's super important when you take a sip of it and you give something to the universe, you're giving them the loyalty that you are one with them. You're honoring them, you know, and so many of us over-sacrifice ourselves, and we're not meant to. The goddess, the god, we're meant to, you know, have the balance in the things that we want. So I wanted to do, let me see if I have everything we want. Some of the things I want you to understand about love is because it is a universal law, we are allowed to do what we want. So part of the law of love is to do what you will shall be the whole of the law. And love is the law. Love is under will. So whatever we choose to love is our willpower. So before we go and end this, there is one thing I wanted to share with you. We're going to call our spirit guide to help guide our love, because, you know, now that we're calling in our power, there's something else I wanted to share. And that is that when it comes to love magic and searching for love, or not even searching, but just being open, knowing that love exists and there's a connection for you, then you are connecting to the law of like attracts like. And what that means is that it is a science. What the atoms will colonize will materialize. So think of the things that you want as a vibration, a healing vibration. If you like to gamble, that's healing for you, unless you're going broke, right? Everything has a positive and a negative. So let's grab our cookie or your treat. And it's important for you, you know, when we have offerings of cakes and we eat sweets or things that we enjoy, we are feeding our spirit. You just don't want to feed hunger, which we talked about at the full moon. So grab your food item and know that when you're eating this, you are activating your self-love power. And that's why we will eat something in magic. So hold your food item and say after me, by the power below and above, I am asking for everything I love. And if you're single, say, bring me love. And if you're married, rekindle the love. And if you're in between it all, open to receive love. And by the spell that we have cast, we will attract love that will always last. So mote it be. So take a bite. Make sure you give this to the universe. So the other thing we're going to do is connect ourselves to our element of fire. Every single element, we are connected to a spirit guide. So let's focus on your candle and the element of fire. And fire is super sacred. It protects us. Our instincts are so good sometimes, isn't it? Like magic. Whenever you find that your instincts are going in the wrong direction, call forth your fire element. So first I want you to say, Fafnir. F-A-F. I'll type it in here. Fafnir. Okay. So Fafnir is a sacred fire element known as a dragon in many cultures, or a fire element spirit. And whenever we light a magical candle, we are connecting to his realm. So he is the gateway spirit guide of fire. And he is our protector. And whenever we call Fafnir, we open a gateway to our fire spirit guide. So let's do that. So look at your candle and listen to me and repeat after me. Fafnir. And look at your candle. Fafnir. Fafnir. Now say after me, I summon you. By my love and strength, I summon you. And I want you to stomp your right leg 3 times. By your wisdom and ancient love, I summon you. And stomp 3 times. Bring your magic deep and old. I call my spirit guide to unfold. The strongest bonds darkness cannot tear. For I know your love is always there. I call you forth to share your guidance. Please guide me in love, in stability, and blessings for me today and into my future. Monte, Monte, Monte. And that is it. And you want to kind of take note on if there's any warmth. Did you get warm? Did the room get warm? Okay. So what is there? Brett, can you do me a favor and bring me one of my spirit guide books? Okay, so I'm going to give you a little message. What does my spirit guide say about your love this year? Okay, Carissa, you're the first one. And it says, I opened my book. Love life and it will love you back. Turquoise color in your flame is very bright. So turquoise has to do with expression. So express and think about what it is that you want. Okay. Let's go with Angela. Let's see what you got. Inside your essence whispers to you, remember your light and love. So you are meant to attract something that is almost like blissful, I would say. That it's supposed to be a light love. It's not meant to, you're not going to walk into something and all of a sudden it's all serious. The person that's meant to come to you is supposed to ease your life, not make it more difficult. And you'll notice that, I feel, with the people around you. Carolyn, do I have 2 Carolyns? That happened last time. Let's see what you get. Same thing, the exact same thing out of the whole book. Inside your essence whispers to you, remember your light and love. So what is it? What kind of love do you really, put it out there. Tonight is the night. That's why we're doing this. We're unleashing the love that we want in every way, body, mind, and spirit. Okay, Carissa Hillary. Let's see what you get. When you do things from your soul, you're sharing your gift. So you're meant to connect to your soul right now and connect to your gifts and the things that you enjoy. Your love is with your gifts. Elaine, what's your message? What do you feel you need to improve? Ask the universe to help you receive it. So put your wish out there, okay? What is it that you want to feel, And, if you are in a relationship, because I know some of you are, some of us are old married couples, play with the energy of the house, because love is an electromagnetic energy and it actually goes into our atmosphere. So if I'm like, say this is horrible for me to say, but say I'm all excited, I'm not going to tell Brett, my hubby, I'm all excited. Let's get it on. No, I don't. I hold it. I'm sitting there staring at him. He's all beastie and like manly. And I'm like getting all excited. And within a little while, I get feedback. I know that he's connected to that energy. Change in temperature. That's funny. So yeah, see, spirit letting you know. So try to send out what it is that you want. If you want to cuddle, send that out. I need a cuddle, universe. And you'll probably find that the very next person that comes into the room is going to walk up to you and give you a nice big bear hug, right? So practice communicating with what you truly desire in the moment that you desire it. Whether it's love, relationship, or changing the energy, the way you want it to go your way. I can't say I've been let down when I focus on the love and the manifestation that I want. And so put your passions into action right now. Nora, your turn. I just got goosebumps. The same one. Inside your essence whispers to you, remember your light and love. So when one of the first signs that we are moving away from love is when things do feel like they're difficult. First sign of difficult, make sure you have something that you're aware of that's bringing you that self-love. What is it? I had a shitty day. I'm going to add, lobster to my dinner. You have to do something for yourself every time. But you also have to be aware that the love that you're meant to meet and experience right now is already flowing to you. Get rid of all of the hangups and the judgments and what you want. You sent it to the universe. You're cleansed. Now let yourself be free in love. So this year, what is your love all about? How about this one? It's good to feel good. So look at love like it's a medicine. Make sure you do something you love every day, or hug someone you love, or tell someone you love. And you'll find that your whole life will actually begin to change because you're working with a universal pattern. You're inviting that pattern to go into your world. Okay. So before I end, I have a couple minutes. I wanted to share a couple things that you can do. So whenever you're doing a simple love spell and you want to either obtain love from a different person or you want to draw love to you, you want to use a red, pink, or white candle. If it's someone specific, you can actually carve their name on the candle. And you have to understand that when we're doing love magic, whether it's a specific person or not, we're not putting them under our influence. We're sending it out to the universe. This is my interest. I want them. Their spirit knows if you're connected to that person or not. So you're not going to call or manifest things like in the movies. You're going to manifest what it is that is in alignment to what you want. Okay. So at nighttime, it is best to do love spells and also Fridays. Okay. So at night, I like to light a small fire in my cauldron. You can use smudge, herbs, a candle even in your cauldron. And I also will take a piece of paper. Traditionally for love, the paper should be 3 by 3 inches. Okay. And you want to draw a heart on it. You can color it red if you want, but it's not necessary. But you want to write the name or the situation. So you can write the name of the person that you desire. Or if you don't know the person, just put a heart, right? Maybe within 3 months, you can put into it and think of what you want to feel. I want to feel love. I want to feel wholeness. I want to feel someone that makes me feel safe. I want to feel sensual. I want to feel sexy. I want to feel like they're chasing me, whatever it is. I want my true love. I want rekindlement. Think about what you want, put it into that paper. And then when you do that, know that the second that you put it under the can or over the smoke, the power is there. So if you have a candle, you're not going to get a lot of smoke, but you'll want to take your 3-inch paper and run across the flame and then look at your paper and see if you have any smoke burn. I love smoke burns. Sometimes you'll get some really cool patterns. And I usually do that 3 times over the candle and get 3 smoke burns or not. You don't try to get the burns, but it's a good sign if you get a smoke burn. Okay, if you're burning herbs, then you just want to focus on the smoke of it. Let that smudge that paper. And when you do that, they are going to, the spell is active. So that person will not be able to resist you, or, you know, the law of attraction is now in play. You've placed your will into it. And you want to think about your feeling. Focus on your heart. So after I do a love spell, I take both of my hands and I put my left hand over my right and my right hand over my heart. My right hand is my manifester. So after I do that, my paper goes in 3 times. I put it into my right hand and my left hand on top. And I think about what I want for a few minutes. After I'm finished, I take the paper and then I'll say, fire come, bring me love, love that I do not know. Make my heart blaze and shine. Bring me the love that will be mine. And you want to light it on fire and say, so be it. Now you can also add more. Say whatever you want. Soon my love will come a day 3 times strong and here to stay. Okay. And you want to actually just see what happens after you light that paper. If the paper lights really quick and it's done, it's coming true quick, right? If you light the paper and the whole thing did not burn, then it means there's unfinished business. So then I'm like, so then I'll light a candle or smudge myself. And then I'll wait a couple of days and do it again and see if my paper burns. Okay. And you want, once that's finished, let it burn down. There's also a dream ritual that is really cool to do. This is your soulmate dream ritual. All you need is 3 almonds and 3 raisins, milk and honey. And you're meant to put the almonds and raisins under your pillow. But before you do that, you want to make sure you feel the energy in your left hand of the almonds and raisins. Put them in your pillow before you go to bed. Make sure you drink a warm cup of milk with a little bit of honey. It can be coconut milk, almond, whatever it is. But traditionally, it used to be some kind of animal, probably sheep or goat or something, right? So warm it, drink it, and ask, tonight I'd like to dream of my soulmate. Or tonight, let me see the one. And drink it, right? Leave a little bit of it for the morning if you can by your bed. And before you go to sleep, just take note on if you see anything on the ceiling, any psychic energy, and let yourself go to sleep and pay attention to your dreams. And it could happen from that night. It usually happens, but you need to be aware for the next week because the spirit is going to try to show you your dream. You can also freeze your ex, put them on a piece of paper, right? Put some water into it, put a piece of fish in it. Traditionally, they would put a piece of fish in it with the ex's full name. And then at midnight on a full moon, you would roll the paper into the plastic container with a piece of fish, hold it up to the moon and say, light of the moon, hear me well, freeze him or her out and make them gone. The spell is cast, my magic will last. And that's actually something that's good to do if you are going through some kind of divorce settlement. Make sure you put down, win a divorce or get what I want, right? And of course, you're going to receive what you're meant to there, right? So it is a good one, fish, because the fish was the offering. And then after you're finished, you leave that in your freezer. After you're finished, give it to the universe. Go give it somewhere. Take it to a river, bury it, whatever. Throw it in your enemy's yard. And you get this fish. It'd be so bad. Oh. So that is a good one. We can also bring back lovers. So if you're ever doing a spell to bring back lover, someone that you want to rekindle love with, you need to use 2 white candles, the name of your lover or friend. You can even look at them and have a photo, a chamomile tea, and you do this ritual at 8 p.m. in the evening. So it should be done on a Friday. And so you light the candles, you take a few breaths, you imagine the peaceful situation that you want, and you think about things that are beautiful and wonderful. Relax, hold the picture of the person like in your mind and say, with the light of the flame, I'll light your desire. When I speak your name, you'll feel my fire. The spell has been cast, and so be it. And then you would say their name 3 times. And then once you say their name, go into Gasho, hold yourself in front of your heart. And then when you're finished, you want to use the tea and take a few sips of it. After you go into Gasho, take a few sips of it and use that as an offering. And traditionally, they would do that 3 times. So they do that spell Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3-day ritual. And they'd use the same candle, or you can use new candles. And then it's done. You just wait for results. Another last one I'm going to share, because it's 9, is a tarot love spell. So if you have a tarot cards, you want to use the Star card, the Lover's card, and the King of Cups. And you want to lay the star, and you want the star card to visualize as the portal. It's the gateway of all the obstacles that have kept you and your soulmate from meeting, or from being apart, or not being able to live your dreams. So visualize the star as your gateway. And as you do, you should feel a sense of relief. So you put your energy as you're looking at the star until you feel like you've put it all in there and you feel relief. Then you want to lay down the Lover's card and look at it for a few minutes. Try to think of your heart and your wholeness, any personality traits, any physical traits, their hair. Some people love bald people. Their laugh, if you know their laugh. Get their affection, how you want to feel, right? Think about what you want. And then when you put the Lover's card down and you've done that, put the King of Cups down. And you say, I call upon all good spirits. I call upon all karmic forces. I call upon ruling powers. Make smooth the way for love to be brought to me. As the spell is cast, the magic is going to last. So mote it be. And now that you actually heard it, me just saying that, you could just pull out those 3 cards I talked about and put them down and light a candle. And your spirit guide will know that spell is active. Let me see, is there anything else? Pink candles are great to attract a lover. If you want to attract a lover, and this spell was something that I made because they wanted to attract a Norse lover. You can use a pink candle and a pink stone. So rose quartz is an excellent stone to use for love magic, whether it's for fertility, to rekindle love, to make the love a little more gentle, for honesty or truth, desire, whatever. So 1 pink candle and a pink stone. And you want to mark the candle with, it's a love bind rune. So why don't I post that on the Sacred Circle page? The love bind rune, put it on the candle. And then you say, 3 ladies of the land, bring love into my hand. And that's it. You can say that 3 times. 3 ladies, meaning the ladies of destiny, Maiden, Mother, Crone. And once you've done that, the stone, like you want the stone to touch the candle, but once the candle is lit, you want to pass the stone through the candle. It doesn't matter if it burns it or not. The candle is charged, the stone is charged, and then you just carry the stone on you or keep it on your altar. Okay. If you want to maintain a love, you're having difficulties, the best way to light a love candle, white or pink, or even to banish difficulties in your relationship, you can use a black candle. But you would want to light a candle every full moon for a month. Okay. And when you do light a candle for that, make sure you look at the moon. So to maintain unconditional love in your relationship or to rekindle it, light a candle during the full moon. Or every full moon, once a month, just include it. And then that calls the fates into our home. And pink calls the fates forward. And when we call the fates that way, they bless our heart, they heal our heart. They also purify and bless our loved ones, the people that we carry in our heart. And they bring us a feeling, the humble the energy that we need in our heart. And I always thank the goddess for the love she gives me. And that's it. Say, blessed be. So light a candle for the love, all the things you love. Include that in your full moon candle. Use the same candle every full moon, because I know some of you have one of the jars or other ones. You can light the same candle every month. Make sure you put what you want into it every month. Okay. There's also another thing that I like, and that is the herbal smoke blend for love. So you can use this as an incense. You can use it in a bath. You can light it on a charcoal or smoke it. So you want to use rose petals or yarrow, clove, and cinnamon. And those, or vanilla. Put vanilla in it too if you can, like it feels good, it smells good. And when you do this, the smoke actually creates your lover's face. So if you're doing this for a single person and you look at the smoke, a face will appear. So try that. And some people will whisper the words over again. Magic herbs burn in fire, bring my heart's desire. And you can see it. So try that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll post the blend so that you can make it up and try that. And even if you're married, it doesn't matter. If you're married and you light that up, it's going to connect you with someone that you're meant to work with, whether it's a spirit or a person. So soulmates can be friends and family, but you're meant to invoke the love. So that spirit is behind it. Okay. So I think I blabbed enough. Does anyone have any questions that they want to know? Okay. Well, be open to this month. What's going to excite you? What's getting your attention? Because this is the time where our light is actually considered the start of an eternal flame that's going to light our way through the year. So enjoy. Be love and be love for each other. Okay. I'll let you go, and many blessings to you. Take care and have a good night. Bye-bye. You're very welcome.